Dude, Broncos gang, let me tell you, sitting here in the middle of February, with that chilly Colorado air still hanging around after the playoffs, I'm all fired up again. We were asterisk right there. 14 wins and 3 losses in the regular season. The number 1 seed in the AFC, marching through the divisional round like it was our birthright. That overtime thriller against the Bills 33-30. Jarrett Stidham slinging it when Bo went down. The defense clamping down like a vice. And then, the AFC Championship, 10-7 against the Patriots in a blizzard at Mile High. 1 touchdown. 1 goddamn Super Bowl touchdown. Still stings, doesn't it? But look at the beauty of it. We're not rebuilding. We're not reloading. This team's already got the foundation of a champion. Elite defense. A young quarterback who's proven he can win big. A coach like Sean Payton, who's forgotten more about offense than most coordinators will ever know. The roster stacked in the trenches. The secondary's vicious with Pat Certain to locking down one side. So why am I bringing this up? Because sometimes, even the best teams need that spark. That move that turns almost into holy shit. We did it. I was up late the other night. You know how it is, can't sleep after a season like that. Replaying every snap in my head. Scrolling through these off-season texts. And bam, there it was. Bill Barnwell on ESPN dropping this gem and his trade proposal roundup. He laid it out. The Broncos should go all in on a trade for A.J. Brown from the Eagles. Now, hold up, I know what you're thinking. Another wide receiver. We've got Sutton. We've got Mims. The kid's emerging. But man, this isn't just any receiver. It's the kind of addition that can flip the script on our entire offense. And before you tune out thinking it's fantasy league talk, let's break this down like we're at the table in Dove Valley. Coffee in hand, talking real football. First, let's rewind to where we are as a team. Last season, we finished 14-3, tied for the best record in the league. Defense seed top 5 in yards allowed, forcing turnovers left and right. Certain was a shutdown corner again, looking like all-pro on a silver platter. The front 7 was disruptive, those young edge guys hitting their stride. The interior line holding firm. Offense. We were efficient, no doubt. Bo Nix took another step, throwing for over 4,000 yards, low turnovers, making those clutch throws that had us jumping off the couch. But what jumped out at me and what probably kept us from punching through to the big game was that the passing game lacked that explosive dimension. That you can't stop us vibe. We had Sutton working the middle, Mims stretching the field on deep shots, but too often defenses could bracket our big guys and dare us to beat them underneath. Third and mediums turned into field goals more than we wanted. In the playoffs, it showed. Against Buffalo, we had to grind it out. Against New England, the snow and their scheme choked the air out of us. That's why this A.J. Brown idea hit me like a truck. Picture this, Bo Nix, in his 3rd year, with a full off-season to gel with Payton, now with a receiver who can win asterisk everywhere asterisk on the field. Brown's 28, coming off a season where he still put up 78 catches for 1,003 yards and 7 touchdowns in 15 games with Philly. Yeah, it was a down year by his standards, weird targets, the Eagles' offense in flux, and he was vocal about wanting the ball more. But dig into the tape, and the guy's a monster, 6'3", 225 pounds of pure power. He bullies smaller corners at the line, tracks deep balls like a hawk, and in traffic, forget it. He's got that contested catch radius that turns 50-50 balls into 70-30 for the offense. Last year, even in the mess, he led the Eagles in receptions, and his yards after catch were still elite. This isn't flash in the pan. He's got back-to-back 1,400-yard seasons in 22 and 23. Helped Philly to Super Bowls. It's the real deal. A top 10 talent at the position when it all clicks. Now, let's talk about the fit in Denver, because that's where my brain starts firing on all cylinders. Sean Payton's offense man. I've been watching this guy since the Saints days. Remember how he turned Marks Colston into a Hall of Fame level weapon? Colston wasn't the fastest, but he was big, reliable in the red zone, owned the seams. Then Michael Thomas, same story. A possession monster who became unstoppable in the middle of the field. Payton loves these big-bodied receivers who create mismatches, who can high-point the ball over linebackers and safeties. Brown's that guy till A.T. Sutton's been our alpha the last few years. And he's a stud, don't get me wrong. He earned every snap. But picture Sutton and Brown as a duo. Defenses can't double both. One's a chain mover on the outside. The other's a bully in the slot. And Bo Nix has that cannon arm, but his deep ball accuracy has been a work in progress. Brown's catch radius and body control, that smooths it all out. Imagine 3rd and 8 in the red zone. Nix steps up, fires a back shoulder, Brown goes up, holds it in, and we're in the end zone. It's the kind of play that wins games in January. But let's be real about the trade. Barnwell's proposal. Broncos send Riley Morse, a 2026 second-round pick, and a 2027 fifth-rounder to Philly. In return, we get Brown and their 2026 fifth. On the surface, it feels heavy. Morse has been a revelation for us. 3rd year, out of Iowa, started all 17 games last season, racked up 57 solo tackles, an interception, and led the league in passes defended with 19. He's physical, plays the run well, and opposite certain. Made our secondary one of the best in the AFC, trading a starting corner in his prime. That's nothing. But here's my take, and I've been chewing on this 4 days. Our corner depth is damn good. We've got guys like Joquan McMillian stepping up in the slot. And the draft always throws talent at the position. Morse is in his last year of rookie deal, but on the cap, he's not a long-term anchor. If we can land a proven stud like Brown, who fits our window asterisk right now asterisk, it's a swing worth taking. The draft capital. Yeah, a second rounder hurts. We've got needs on the offensive line. Maybe another edge rusher. But think about it, we're contenders. In a draft where the tops can be hit or miss, giving up a mid-first equivalent for a proven difference maker. That's how you build Super Bowl teams. Look at what the Chiefs did with their moves over the years. They traded future picks for immediate impact and won rings. And the 5th, it's a sweetener. Philly's eating a heavy dead cap. Brown's deal, he's got about $29 million guaranteed next year, so they're motivated to move him. Is the drama boils over? Reports out of Philly say the locker room's tense. Jalen Hurts and the coaches clashing over usage. Brown's frustrated, wanting more touches in a run-heavy scheme. For us, that dissatisfaction turns into hunger. Imagine him walking into Dove Valley, seeing the offensive weapons, the coach who can scheme him open, he'd dive in headfirst. Now, let's talk risks, because I'm not some blind homer ignoring the downsides. Brown's contract is a beast. 3 years left after this one, with cap hits that could balloon if we restructure wrong. Injuries. He's missed time before, but nothing major. And the Eagles angle Howie Roseman's a shark. He's not giving up a guy like Brown cheap. But in my view, this is the perfect storm. The Eagles' cap is bloated with aging vets. Their window might be closing after back-to-back title game flops. They need picks to rebuild. US, we're in our prime. Bo's on his rookie deal. The defense is young and cheap. Adding Brown doesn't break the bank long term if Payton's creative with the cap, maybe extend Sutton. Shuffle some money. And if we don't do it, that's the question that keeps me up. Free agency this year. The WL market's thin. Guys like T. Higgins might hit. But he's not Brown. The draft. We could snag a speedster in the 1st or 2nd, but rookies take time. We've seen it. Mims is developing, but he's not ready to be WR1 yet. Standing pat means leaning on what we've got. And while that's solid, it could leave us one-dimensional again. Remember 2024? We were good, but the offense stuttered in big spots. Last year, we leveled up, but to go from contender to champion, you need that extra gear. Let me paint you a picture of what this could look like on the field in 2026. Week 1 against the Raiders home opener. Mile high packed. Nix drops back on 1st down. Play action. Brown explodes up the seam. Moss is the safety for a 40-yard gain. 3rd quarter. Red zone, Sutton draws the double. Brown slips to the flat, catches it, trucks a linebacker for 6. Playoffs, against Kansas City, say, that rivalry's heating up again. Brown lines up in the slot, beats their nickel on a slant, turns it into a 25-yard gain after contact. Suddenly, defenses have to respect the middle asterisk and asterisk the deep. Opening lanes for the run game are lines already nasty. But now our lead back has space. And Payton, he's a mad scientist with talent. Think sense. He took average groups and made them elite by getting the ball to playmakers in space. Colston had 1,000-yard seasons because Payton schemed mismatches. Thomas was a nightmare in 2018-19. Brown in this system, he could hit 1,400 easy, maybe more with Nix's growth. But it's not just the stats, it's the intangibles. Brown's a leader, vocal, brings that edge. Our locker room's tight, but adding a guy who's been to the mountaintop, it elevates everyone. Sutton becomes the perfect complement. Mims the deep threat. The offense clicks on all cylinders. And the fans. Man, Broncos country would be electric. Tailgates buzzing about the Brown-Nix connection. Social media exploding with highlights. This move screams we're going for it. Payton said it after the championship loss. We're close. But close isn't good enough. This is how you close the gap. I'm a Broncos fan for life. Grew up in the shadow of Elway. Saw the Super Bowl runs, the lean years, the resurgence. This team reminds me of 2015. Young talent, a coach with a plan, a big addition to seal it. Remember when we got Von Miller? Or Demaryius Thomas in his prime? Those were the swings that paid off. Brown's that swing. The cost is real, but the upside, massive. If this happens, we don't just make the playoffs, we host the AFC title game again. And this time we win it. So, what do you think, family? If George Payton picks up the phone and makes that call, are you pounding the table for it, or hitting the brakes on the draft picks? Does Brown make us Super Bowl favorites, or is it asking too much in one off season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone. It's what makes following this team so damn awesome. We're built different out here. Go Broncos. Let's make 2026 the year.